Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my Monday Night Raw predictions for November 11th, 2024. There's only been a couple of things announced for Monday Night Raw. The rest of my predictions, we were here from Big Bronson Reed after losing the Crown Jewel and then cost to Seth Rollins last week in the Fatal 4-Way. Putting him through the announce table, Seth Rollins comes out. And we have another all-out brawl between Rollins and Big Bronson Reed that could lead to possible suspensions. And then the match, round 2, will go at it at Survivor Series War Games. And maybe another stipulation, whether it be a false count anywhere match or a parking lot brawl, depends what Adam Pearce thinks. Also, I have either Eric or Ivar a one-on-one action against Finn Balor or JD McDonough, or you can have the Viking Raiders, one of them, versus some other team. It's like a pick of poison. Finn and JD get to choose the Viking Raiders opponents, and then Finn and JD the Viking Raiders get to choose Finn and JD's opponents, basically. Or the tag team title match could be defended tonight. Maybe, but I assume that they wait till next week, but have either a pick of poison or Eric or Ivar versus Finn or JD after that comment that Eric made last week. Like, telling Finn that he can't get the job done, and then he's pissed off because his buddy Dom got an opportunity for a war title that he didn't get. So we could see Eric versus Finn. We will hear from the World Heavyweight Champion Gunther after losing to Cody Rhodes at Crown Jewel. Gunther told Kaiser it's tough on both of them to step up outcomes. The number one contender, Damian Priest, who won a Fatal 4-Way to earn himself another opportunity in his rematch for the World Championship. That Gunther defeated him at SummerSlam thanks to Finn. So Priest will come out. Maybe Kaiser ends up jumping Priest, and then we end up getting Priest versus Kaiser in the main event or the co-main event. And then I have either an 8-person tag or a 6-person tag with LWO, Rey Mysterio, Selena Vega, Dragon Lee, and either Cruz or Wild in the 8-person tag or the 6-person tag. Ray, Vega, and Dragon Lee versus American or the Alpha Academy or American Made. Chad Gable, Ivy Now, and one of the Creed brothers or both Creed brothers. It depends. I do have LWO winning that one, unless we do get Ray versus Chad Gable 1-on-1. So I do see one of those 3 matches happening on Raw. Will the Final Testament get a piece of the Wyatts, or the Wyatts get a piece of the Final Testament, whether it be a mixed tag elimination at Survivor Series or something else? But I do see Miz escaping from the Riot 6 and going back to the Final Testament's locker room and saying that he's done and then the Final Testament surrounds the Miz. The Miz says, okay, I'm with you guys. And then we get a humongous 10-person tag, because it would be Miz, Karrion Kross, Scarlett, that's 3, and then AOP. And then I guess you could do Bo, Nikki Cross, Dexter, Gacy, and Rowan, and that would be a 10-person tag. maybe either on Raw or Survivor Series. Alan Pierce announces possible the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Says Nick Aldis announced the Women's United States title. It won't be so far from behind where Alan Pierce announces a Women's Intercontinental Championship. Maybe he announces a tournament, or somebody posted on X that what's better, either a tournament for the vacant championship where the two finalists go to the pay-per-view to compete for the inaugural championship, or a six-pack challenge that they did in Backlash for the SmackDown Women's Championship back in the day, or a ladder match that NXT usually does for their new sets of championships. So what do you guys prefer? Do you guys prefer a tournament? Do you guys prefer like a multi-person match, or a ladder match? You guys comments down below. And then we have Damian Priest versus Lowry Kaiser with some stipulation. If Gunther gets involved, then Gunther to relinquish the whatever title, but Priest beats Kaiser. Then Priest gets the stipulation that he wants. And then possible Gunther versus Damian could end up happening on Monday on an episode of Raw. I don't see it happening in Survivor Series, because I do see possible CM Punk versus Gunther. That could be scheduled for Survivor Series, but who knows for WWE. And then our main event for the Women's Tag Team Championships, the champs Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill taking on the Women's World Champion Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. I do see Dom getting involved, JD getting involved. Out comes Damage Control to somewhat even the odds. And then that end up distracting Liv and Raquel to give Bianca and Jade the win. Unless if they're going to go with the swerve with Liv Morgan becoming a double champion and giving Raquel her first title back. And then EO versus Liv could be announced for next week's Raw. But I do see the Rugian and Team Liv versus the Raw women and the SmackDown women in either 5v5 or 4v4 at War Games. It would either be Team Liv versus Team, or we could end up seeing Becky Lynch returning to help out Bianca and Jade to retain the tag team championships. And that would lead to Team Becky versus Team Liv in Women War Games this year. But there is a lot going on, because the women from SmackDown, they may also get involved. You could have Nia, Tiffany, Liv, Raquel, and then one more member, or you go to 4v4 and then you have Bianca, Jade, and Damage Control, and then Naomi being added to the mix. So it could lead to something big for the women's War Games this year, because we already have the men's War Games announced, which is Bloodline OGs versus New Bloodline. So we have to see what else stacks up for a Survivor Series. War Games in Toronto, and maybe Trish Stratus being at War Games as a babyface, maybe a heel. Who knows? You never know what WWE could bring back legends at any time that they've been doing. But we just have to wait and see. That's my Monday Night Raw predictions. Leave you guys predictions and comments down below. And maybe we'll hear from Braun Breaker, the Intercontinental Champion, to see what's on his mind. Is he and LA Knight gonna go out and champ versus champ at Survivor Series? Who knows? Thanks for watching. Leave you guys comments down below. Thanks for watching. Peace.